Hello Channel NITT viewers, I am DS and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. Today we have our third episode on body language and our focus is on the eyes.
In your eyes, I see there's something.
In any social interaction and communication, the eye contact is very important. The eye is able to relay a lot of messages that are unspoken.
Electric eyes that you can't ignore.
So imagine, for example, if we are in a meeting, our boss is present and I cannot communicate with my fellow colleagues something verbally, so I may use my eyes instead. Oh, what a joke this is. He surely thinks very highly of himself. Hey, keep your mouth shut, the boss is here. Haha, I told you he would say such a thing. So as you can see, the eye is one of our best communicators. There is a saying, if someone is not maintaining proper eye contact with you, he is hiding something. Is this true? Well, if somebody is unable to maintain proper eye contact, then it is surely possible that he or she is concealing something.
You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby.
An avoidance of eye contact may indicate dishonesty, shame, or guilt. However, not all the time avoidance of eye contact indicates lying. So, there are some exceptions. Well, some people may avoid eye contact with you because they are naturally shy. Still, there may be some people who avoid eye contact with you because they have fallen in love with you. And looking at you directly in your face makes them really anxious. Boom, 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 boom. Also, some people may just look away because your gaze is making them uncomfortable. So the problem is with you. Another possible reason why another person may be avoiding eye contact is that they are naturally auditory learners. So, in a conversation, they actually prefer not to see but to hear. So they might tilt their head to hear more. And in doing so, they naturally avoid eye contact. So in this case, you have to establish baseline. And that is mentioned in our previous episode on Channel NITT. Of course, it is definitely possible that a person is avoiding eye contact because they are liars.
I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie.
However, a practiced liar may actually not avoid eye contact. In fact, practiced liars may not even blink at all when looking at you. So practiced liars may already be so skilled as to know that they can manipulate their eyes to avoid suspicion. However, this gives another telltale sign because it is very unnatural for the eye not to blink when talking with other people. So how do you spot an unnatural gaze that might suggest that this person is lying? First, the eyes do not smile. The smiling is only through the mouth. Secondly, the eyes look too intense.
That was intense. Really intense.
So exercise your intuition, you should be able to tell. Of course, there are always exceptions. Having a non-blinking gaze or a fixed intense gaze at you does not only indicate the possibility of lying, it may be meant to intimidate you. So it's the death stare. Still, some people might look away because they are trying to process the information conveyed during the conversation. So now let's consider some of the various eye positions that might occur when a person is actually in thinking mode. Before we go on, there is a disclaimer. This section of our video will apply more to right-handers. If you are a left-hander, does this apply to you? Do comment below, because research has found some inconsistencies. In the following section of this video, I am going to give the viewers some scenarios where you might have to think. So it will be great if you can also participate in this activity by joining in the thinking process. What you need to do is, while thinking, observe where your eyes are moving towards. Thought process number 1. Imagine the washing machine at work. What sound does it produce? Okay. Did your eyes also move to the right as you are trying to visualize the sound of the washing machine? So when imagining sounds, the right brain is activated and we tend to move our eyes to the right when imagining that. Okay, thought process number 2. Recall. Let's go back to the time when you had an overseas holiday. Let's go back to the time when you had an overseas holiday. What were you doing on the second day? When trying to recall, your brain is actively scanning and searching activity that is stored in your brain. So you might see shuttling eye movements. This is part of the process because your eye is doing some scanning inside your brain. Third thought process, imagination of feelings. How would you feel if you were sad and won lottery on the same day? Well, this question might be a little bit tricky because some MBTI types, like the ENTJ, might approach a feeling questions using thoughts instead. Most people who actually try to imagine a feeling might look to the right and downwards. Okay, fourth scenario, imagination. Can you imagine an elephant with green stripes on a blue trolley? Well, while imagining, most people would look up and towards the right. So on the next time when you're talking to a person and the person is trying to visualize something, you can actually see from the eye movements and positions what is the thought process that may be going about in the person's mind. And this is also why some MBTI profilers have been able to decide if a person is using a particular cognitive function while doing the imagination or the thinking process. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing. And we are going to produce a lot more interesting and meaningful episodes like this one. Okay, I'll see you again in my next episode. Goodbye.